over this cool blues shuffle lick and putting it on all 3 chords of a blues, the 1, the 4, and the 5. Let's get started. All right, so I posted a video about a week ago that was a play-along jam track in the key of G, and I did this lick. And somebody asked, how do you do that lick? So I'm going to go over that. If you want to listen to the whole song, I'll put the link to the video at the end. But in the key of G, our 3 chords for the 12-bar blues are G, which is the 1 chord, G, A, B, C gets us the 4 chord, and G, A, B, C, D gets us the 5 chord, the 1, 4, and the 5 chord. So G, we're going to start with the low G on the 3rd fret of the 6th string, and we're just going to thump it, right, like a little bass part. Then we're going to go 3rd fret on the 3rd and 2nd string. I'm going to use my index and middle finger to do those. I'm going to pluck both at the same time, and then hammer on my 2nd finger onto the 4th fret. So 3, 3, hammer on to the 4th fret. So if you've never hammered on before, this is tricky sometimes. You're going to go. So you're just pushing down enough with this middle finger to make it sound. As you hit the 3rd, you're going to pick on the 3rd fret. And then you're hammering this one down to make that next note. Right? And you're hitting both at the same time. Like that. So you're going to go. Then you're going to go to the 5th fret and the 5th fret. I'm going to use my 3rd finger and just fold it down over those 2 strings, the 3rd and the 2nd string, and play those together. All right, so I'm going to go. And I'm immediately going back to the 3rd fret, 3rd fret with the hammer on. So. And I'm going to the 5th fret of the 4th string, which is a G, so that's our root note again. Okay, and this, that is a G chord. All right, so. Sometimes I'll throw in a little chord jab there on the top 2 strings, 1st and 2nd string, 3rd fret, the top of a G chord. I'll just use that finger. And then I play the again. So the whole lick is. So thumb, fingers, thumb. When it's time to go to the C chord, I'm playing the exact same lick. I'm just moving everything up, starting on the 8th fret. So I have G, A, B, C. I'm on the 4 chord now. I'm going to do the exact same lick. I'm going to go. Right? You get that? So I'm just up here on the 8th fret, same lick. 6th string. On the 8th fret, I'm going to go 8, 8, hammer on the 9th fret, 10th fret, 10th fret, 8th fret, 8th fret, hammer on the 9th fret, 10th fret, which is going to get us our C note, and then I can do the C jab, or I didn't put the C jab in this one, because you can just do the lick without the little chord jab. Right? I don't always throw that little chord jab in there, which is why it's in parentheses. So you can just go. C chord. Brings us to our D chord. where are we going to go for our D chord? Our D note is up on the 10th fret. So I'm going to play the same thing I played with G and C, but now I'm going to be up on the 10th fret. So I didn't tab this part for you. You should be able to figure this out. We're on the 10th fret. We're going to hit the 10th fret, and then 10th and 10th. Hammer on the 11th. 12, 12, 12 on the second string and third string. Back to the 10th fret. Right? And then I'm only on that chord for one measure. So I'm only going to get halfway through before I go back down to C. For the second half of this is going to be in C, and then I'm back to G. So I'm going to play through the whole thing, let you get a good look at the tab. At the end of the video, I'll put the tab. I'm going to play through the whole thing up close for you. All right? All right, so here we go. Hopefully you can see my right hand and left hand pretty clearly, what fingers I'm using and what frets I'm on. So here we go. I'm going to use my thumb for the bottom, but let's use our first, because a lot of you guys are going to use your first finger. So here we go. C chord. G. D. C. G. Now bring us back to the beginning. All right, so I'll play through it one time without talking. It sounds like this. 2, 3, 4. And again, you can vary that. I don't always play it exactly the same. Sometimes I hit that bass note twice. Instead of hitting the upper jab, I'll hit that bass note. So play around with that. I like to put a little bit of tremolo and reverb on the amp so that it sounds kind of organish. I think of Danny Gatton a lot when I'm playing this style, or Steve Cropper. Have a great week. Here's the tab.